Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road Premium, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, if you pull it back into reverse, it will bring up your backup camera and your 360 camera so you can see all the way around the vehicle. Then you have neutral, drive, and if you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have an electronic park brake, so every time you put the shifter in park, it automatically engages the park brake. And when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. Below that, you have a hold button. If you turn that on, you'll see a green hold light in the bottom right corner of the dash. Then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one next to it. You can actually take your foot off the brake while the vehicle's in drive, and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-thru and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. Then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it releases, you can move forward a spot, and then if you push down hard on the brake, it'll activate again. Below that, you have the selector for your four-wheel drive system, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. You just squeeze this button over here and spin it to whichever one you need. Then you have drive mode. If you light up drive mode and then spin this dial, you can choose Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible, shift a little sooner. Normal is for normal driving, and then Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. Next to that, you have tow haul. So if you're pulling a heavy trailer and you put it in tow haul mode, it'll change the transmission shift points to try to help out a little bit. Then since this is a TRD off-road, you do have MTS for multi-terrain select, and then crawl control. So I'm going to get it switched over to 4 low, and I'll show you how those work. Now that the vehicle is in 4 low, you can push MTS and spin this dial, and you can choose different kinds of terrain that you're driving in, and the truck will change the transmission and four-wheel drive system to help out the best that it can. Then if you push crawl control, it'll let you choose 5 different speeds of crawl control from low to high, and basically the truck will take over the gas and the brake so you can focus on steering through difficult terrain. Next to that, you have trailer backup assist. So if you're backing up a trailer and you need a little bit of help, you can activate this, and it'll actually spin the steering wheel on its own and help back up the trailer straight. Then next to that, you have a little picture of a camera with the word view. If you push that, it'll give you a 360-degree walk around the vehicle so you can see what's out there. And then you have a rear locking differential, so you can activate that right there. In front of the shifter, you have an integrated trailer brake controller, a wireless phone charger, a couple USB-C charging ports, and then a 12-volt plug-in right there. This vehicle does have dual zone auto climate control. This left knob will change the temperature for the driver's side. If you push the auto button right there, it's like a thermostat for your car. So if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70. And if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will turn the climate control off. Mode will change where the vents are going to blow. This will turn recirculate on and off. This will turn the fan speeds up and down. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front windshield. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will turn AC on and off. Sync will make the passenger side do whatever the driver's side does. This right knob will change the passenger side temperature, and then the hazards for the vehicle are right there. You also get heated and cooled seats with this vehicle, so you have high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side heated seat, high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side cooled seat. The passenger controls are right there, and then you also have a heated steering wheel right there. In the top left corner of the radio screen, you have your cloud navigation. You do have to have an active subscription for this through Toyota. It's $15 per month, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio screen. Otherwise, you can use your wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Then you have the music symbol. At the top here, you have favorites, so all your favorite stations off to the right. Then you have tune, where you can do FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. So if you go XM channel 57, tune the channel, it'll bring it up for you on the right side there. If you like that station, you want to hit the heart, and it'll put it on your favorites list over here. Down below, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me, and if you like the artist or the song, you can check mark it, and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then if you go back, you have FM, AM, and XM. This is for finding music. So if you're looking for XM music and you want rock music, it'll give you all the rock stations right there. The phone tab will just take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto so you can have all your contacts on the screen. The vehicle tab will let you do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you're getting. You can also do vehicle alert. If anything's wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there. Finally, you have the settings tab where you can log into your profile, change the date and time, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. Up above, you have map light, map light. This will turn all the lights in the truck on, all the lights in the truck off, or right in the middle on door. If you open a door, the lights will come on. Over here, this will open your rear sliding window. Then this vehicle does have a sunroof, so you can open and close the sunroof right here, or you can vent the sunroof up and down right there. This is your SOS Safety Connect button, so if you get a flat tire, have some sort of emergency, you can push this button. It'll call Toyota and they can send help your way. Then this vehicle does have home link, so you have 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers right here. If you push the button, it'll actually show you a little video of how to sync your garage door remote, so you can use this instead. And then you can have a regular rear view mirror, or if you flip the switch towards you, you can have a camera out the back. If you want to make adjustments to that camera, you just push this button here. You can move it up and down, zoom in and out, left and right, whatever you want to do. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do 1 swipe and then back to off. 1 click down is a delayed setting where you can choose the delay time right there. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. Over here on the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto all the time. They'll turn on and off on their own. Then there's park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam. Then you can turn the fog lights on and off right there. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode, which will go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music, all your sources. Or if you hold this down for about 3 seconds, it'll mute the radio. These arrows next to it will go through your favorite radio station presets, or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll do next song and back a song. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control, so basically if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour and you come up on a car going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and match its speed. To set that, you just get to the speed you want to set it at, push this top left button right here. It'll say cruise control set at 70 miles per hour. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel the cruise control, you can hit cancel or tap the brake pedal. You do have a zone selector right here, so you can choose 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's how close it'll follow the vehicle in front of you. If you don't like the adaptive cruise control, you can hit the mode button above it, and it'll switch it from adaptive to regular cruise control where it won't slow you down. Then this vehicle does have lane trace assist. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep the vehicle perfectly centered. If you don't like that, you can turn it on and off right here. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have volume controls for the radio. Then you have a voice command button. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Or if you hold this button down for about 3 seconds, it'll actually bring up your Siri or Google Assistant so you can make phone calls, text messages, things like that. Then you've got the left, right, up and down arrows here. That's for customizing the center display. So if you push the right one, you can see at the bottom there you have a screen 1, a screen 2, and a screen 3. And then you can customize each one. To do that, you just hold down the OK button for a few seconds. When you see that pop up, you can move over to the left side and customize the left side to whatever you want it to be. Then you can go over to the right side, customize that to whatever you want to see. And then when you have it set, you just hit the back button here and it'll kick out of it and you have screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3 again. Above that, you have a little phone. If you hit that to answer phone calls, you can hit it again to hang up. And then this is like a clear button. If you ever get a notification up on the screen, you can hit this to clear it. On the left side of the dash, this vehicle does have adjustable headlights, so you can angle them up and down, and there's 5 different settings you can choose from. This will adjust the brightness on the instrument panel. This is for your automatic high beams. So basically, if you're driving down the highway at night with your high beams on and you meet another car and forget to dim them, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. This will turn off traction control. Normally, you'd want to leave that on, but if you're stuck in some snow or mud and you wanted to spin the tires to try to get out, you could turn it off right there. This truck does have an outlet in the box, and this will turn on the power to that outlet. Then you do have power tailgate, so if you hold this for about 2 seconds, it'll put the tailgate down. If you hold it again, it'll put the tailgate back up. Then you do have 3 pre-wired auxiliary switches, so if you wanted to add a light bar or something like that, you could wire them under the hood, and they already have switches for them. Then you do have a cargo light here, so you can have it on all the time, off all the time, or when the doors are open, it'll light up the cargo area. Finally, on the driver door, you have window locks. So if you activate that, nobody in the vehicle can roll the windows up or down. Then you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down. So if you give it a quick push, it'll roll all the way down. And then if you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then you can lock and unlock the doors right there. For adjusting the mirrors, you can just push the left side there, adjust the left mirror, push the right side, adjust the right mirror, and then if you put that back in the center, if you bump that, it won't go anywhere. And that should be all the buttons on this 2026 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road Premium. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.